What we've seen is an unmet need for an increased process control and automation technologies to improve the performance of bioreactors. We've seen issues related to process controls, data integrity, automation, documentation issues, compliance, raw material issues. Now, we can review a few of the specific details of some of those issues that we've seen. So, process control issues. Process control design planning should not be underestimated. Recipes and sequencing should be carefully developed and tested to achieve successful and repeatable chemical and/or bioprocess formulations. Some of the control issues we've observed are as follows. Improper recipe sequencing. This is one of the most typical failure modes. It is when the next process step starts before a complete confirmation from the previous step. It's typically caused by an improper instrument reading or overshoot from previous step or logic bugs in the system. Aborted cycles, product loss, failing cleaning validation outcomes, usually the result of improper sequencing. Recipes and the respective sequences must be included in the QRS. Improper PAT calibrations or poor PID tuning. Sometimes the system is too sensitive to the environment. Floor vibration for a weighing system, for example, or improper PID tuning in transfer pumps, hammering or cavitation. We must anticipate that standards and tools are required to fine-tune the support system. Limited or no visualization of utilities supporting the bioreactor, black box to SIP systems, CIP systems, or EMS systems. Poor selection of ancillary controls, valves, wet parts, and interfaces for your system opens the door for aborted cycles, product contamination, discarded batches, etc. due to some gasket material, construction, agitator, RPM issues, or others. Data integrity issues. Any issues with data integrity need to be mitigated in some cases with transition in place, along with manual procedures and engineering controls. These mitigation plans then need to become part of the quality system programs at the organization. More details of issues that we've seen related to data integrity is user management access controls that may not be configurable. All users may have the admin privileges, or certain users have access rights to their roles that is not required. Data backup functionality may not exist or may not be configurable to be performed per a defined schedule. Audit trail functionality. This may not exist or it may be possible to inactivate the audit trail. Data deletion may be possible within the software or through the Windows side of the system. Automation technology issues. Many times the manuals, particularly around maintenance and troubleshooting, are not updated for the specific unit delivered to your site. These manuals are typically base model manuals, since some vendors customize the bioreactor single-use mixers, motor sizes, temperature control units, liquid addition pump sizes, along with the local or integrated software and controls make the entire system significantly more difficult to develop a customized manual. A better approach is to have off-the-shelf or out-of-the-box solution that still has the configurability and process controls that support the development of user manuals containing all aspects of calibration, maintenance, and troubleshooting, etc., that meets the client's needs. Documentation issues. Many times, manuals, particularly around maintenance and troubleshooting, are not updated for the specific unit delivered. These manuals are base model manuals. Once the compliance and regulatory issues, once the system is going through FAT and or SATs, we have found on several occasions that the documentation does not support a fit-for-use system, meaning that the requirements in the URS are not met. Sometimes this may be due to poor documentation, which may take some time to resolve. In other cases, it may require rework of piping components. Tubing components rather less than aseptic design to mitigate risk. Raw material issues. We've seen bags consistently leaking the seams mid-process. The process would need to stop, then new bags would need to be ordered. Logistical issues may arise for not having enough bags on hand, and then they could potentially be backlogged.